everybody is saying the AI rally is over, that we've hit the peak. I'm here to tell you why every single one of them is wrong and why AI has not even reached adolescence yet. Let me tell you something. We are in the infancy stages of AI. Why do I say that? Companies are still experimenting with AI. They aren't implementing AI. And so, yes, we have seen explosive gains when it comes to AI stocks like NVIDIA and Broadcom and stocks like that. But they are only at the beginning stages. Companies have not implemented AI. Again, it is the experimentation that they're doing this. So they've got pilot programs that they've launched. This is not enterprise-wide transition yet. I do believe it is still coming. Think about what else is going on with AI. This is about development. It's about real estate. It's about data centers. It's about building things. The infrastructure is still at a point where we need so much more of it to keep up. The infrastructure spending is not speculative. The infrastructure spending actually makes AI and puts AI in the position to end up taking off. We're still in the very beginning stages of building these AI data centers. So Wall Street will predict these future earnings. But AI-driven revenue is only beginning to show up. Wall Street hasn't even realized this yet. And as companies begin to transform from the experiment phase into the implementation phase, you're going to see revenue explode. So there is a gap between what Wall Street sees and what ultimately will happen. That gap, to me, tells me there's a huge upside, not exhaustion, to the AI market. Now, what about everything else we see? Usually, when innovation dies, it's because of consumer fatigue. Most Americans don't know how to use AI. Certainly, every week we see more and more Americans experimenting with AI, but most have no idea of the power of AI. So usage is growing daily. As usage grows, we're going to see this come into your workplace, into education, into medicine, into the defense industry. All of that, to me, says explosive growth, okay? So the curve is still very steep. We are on a rocket ship upward. This curve is not flattening. Now, think about governments and the military. We know the government and the military has started to play with AI, but when you talk about national security, cyber warfare, cyber defense, intelligence applications, all of this spending will be massive and it will be long term. So when I tell you that AI is still in its infancy, these are many of the reasons why. I like the idea of investing in Broadcom. I like the idea of investing in NVIDIA, in Microsoft, even Google, SpaceX, all of these companies, Tesla, that will be using AI to make their businesses even better if they're not a strictly AI company with the chips and all of those things. So I would also say we're in a tool phase right now when it comes to AI, not a replacement phase. So AI is assisting human beings to do their job. We've not fully reached the point where AI is going to replace human beings. That will happen, and I tell people, don't be the task. If you are the task, you will be replaced by AI. But true automation across industries is years away. Most businesses still don't know how to integrate AI. They're still trying to figure that out. They don't have the readiness when it comes to data sets. They don't have the talent, the workflows, all of it needed to fully implement AI. This creates a very long runway for consultants, platforms, SaaS tools, subscription-based software that will help people implement all of this. Again, explosive growth. Now, power and computing power are going to be the bottlenecks to all of this. Can the electricity grid keep up? Can we keep up with the chips? I believe we can. I think the other big thing that we've got to worry about is that regulation at a state level could stifle AI. So in the end, folks, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about where you can capitalize on AI, where you can get in on this. And if you're going to invest in AI, take a really hard look at some of these companies that are creating the chips. Take a hard look at the real estate investment trusts, REITs, that are building data centers. Take a hard look at companies that are already starting to integrate AI that are going to make them only more profitable. Again, the beginning of AI. This is at the very start. If this was a timeline this long, we're way down here, folks. Way down here. We have a long way to go. Rest a little easier that any prediction that we are headed towards an AI bubble, in my humble opinion, is wildly wrong.